Did you understand you're charged with the offense of driving while intoxicated, third or more? That's a third-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Welcome to the bench of justice.
All right, the court is calling 2022 CR 4341, State of Texas versus La Prentice County. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Marcus Sanders.
For the defense?
Familiar.
And are you Mr. County?
Yes.
All right, counsel, I'm going to show you what's entitled discovery acknowledgement. Have you received all the discovery in this case, and did you review it with your client?
Yes.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. All right, could everyone please make sure you whisper? Mr. County, I'm showing you what's entitled application for community supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it? All right. Next, I'm going to show you what's entitled true bill of indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment? State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
No, Judge, we're waiving the enhancement paragraph.
Any objection?
Okay.
Mr. County, I'm going to show you what's entitled court admonishments and defendants waivers and affidavit of admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it in all the appropriate places? Did you understand you're charged with the offense of driving while intoxicated, third or more? That's a third-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand? If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea bargain agreement. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea bargain agreement and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand? Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call in the right to remain silent? Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights? And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea bargain agreement in this case? Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses to this offense? Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him? Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense? Mr. County, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea? Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea bargain agreement? Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented? Are you a U.S. citizen? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that page with your attorney? Did you understand it? According to the plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 6 years in the prison. There's a $1,000 fine to be probated. State recommends your application for community supervision. There's no application for deferred adjudication. This will run concurrent with 2018 CR 10411, and there's $60 to SAPD for drug testing. Did you understand that to be the plea bargain agreement? Defense, is that the plea bargain agreement? State, is that the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Judge, and I mistakenly put drug testing is for the blood alcohol testing.
All right, so you know that's for blood alcohol testing, the $60 restitution. And next, I'm showing you the paragraph entitled waiver of appeal paragraph. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it in both places? Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand? Counsel, have there been any such, and also, Mr. Sanders? Yes. Counsel, have there been any such motions? Next, I'm showing you outside the plea bargain agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 6 years. There'll be 10 days in the Bexar County Jail, a TAP evaluation, 200 hours of community service restitution, the Victim Impact Panel Live, DWI intervention, 2-year Texas driver's license suspension, and ignition interlock for half the term. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations? Then to the offenses charged in the indictment, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State, any evidence?
Yes, State Offer States Exhibit 1 and its attachments. Okay.
Mr. County, I'm showing you what's entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront Any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent? Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there will be no live testimony. Did you understand? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are we proceeding with sentencing? Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
We're actually important to follow in this case. There's I know there's a recommendation for 10 days. He's compliant with the work. What we would ask to if the court is even going to consider 2 days conditions would actually support the order of affairs or probated if you will. And for time after assessing.
All right, what do you do?
I'm a fire suppression technician and I started my own food truck.
Okay, what does that mean? Fire suppression technician.
I do inspection on extinguishers, when a restaurant gets built. If there's a fire in the answer system, I install those.
All right, let's talk about this food truck. What food are you going to be serving?
So wings, barbecue plates, chicken fajitas, steak fajitas. Been doing it for 3 months now.
Let's talk about this barbecue plate, because a barbecue plate implies that there's more than meat. So what are the sides?
Potato salad, macaroni, baked beans.
All right. A lot of people want to do crazy thing with their macaroni. What does your macaroni consist of?
Baked macaroni, something.
No, but I mean, what's in it? You know, some people want to put cream corn in macaroni. You're not doing that?
No, just simple.
And what's in your potato salad? Are you using mustard?
Mustard.
All right. Some people don't do mustard. They want to do, wait, tomatoes. I was just going to say, who puts tomatoes in their potato salad? That will get you kicked out of the family, barbecue real soon. When they, when you go to family barbecues, everybody has something they're supposed to bring.
Right.
Yes, it'll be like, well, nobody asked Cornelius to bring the potato salad, so they want to, you have to really know what you're doing to bring potato salad anywhere. All right. Do you have any children?
Yes, ma'am, I have 4.
What are their ages?
19, 11, 5, and 6.
What are their date of births?
10/3/2002, 10/6/2010, August 18, 2016, and then 3/1/2020.
It's the first one.
Well, I mean, the only way we know if he passed the test is to ask his wife. He may just be throwing dates out. We don't know. All right. So this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to find you guilty, sentence you to 6 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 6 years, $1,000 fine probated. This will run concurrent with 2018 CR 10411, $60 to SAPD for drug testing. I'm going to do partial GPS. He's allowed to work for 20 days in lieu of 10 days in the Bexar County Jail. And that's due to the COVID. That's why I'm allowing you to just do the GPS for 20 days, but you will be allowed to work. We're going to do the victim impact panel live, DWI intervention, 2 years, Texas driver's license suspension. Ignition interlock for half the term. $200 hours of community service restitution. The court will waive 40 of those hours if you provide proof of the COVID vaccination. Court is not requiring anyone to get the COVID vaccination, but if you do, 40 of those hours will be waived. We're going to do parenting classes. And once you complete the parenting classes, the remaining of your community service hours will be waived. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. I'm going to ask for proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. And we're going to do outpatient. We're going to start with outpatient treatment. And regular UAs. Probation, is there anything else he needs?
For outpatient treatment, do you want that supportive or intensive?
Supportive.
And a TAP evaluation? We would need a TAP in order.
All right, we'll do a TAP evaluation.
Well, if we can do that type of intervention, we can do a tap and see whether he.
Oh, I can tell you on DWI thirds, TAP is going to say at a minimum an intensive outpatient treatment. That's why I'm just giving him supportive. And so that's where we are.
Judge, did you write drug or blood for the $60?
Let me see. You're right. I did do drug. So it's $60 to SAPD for the blood test. All right, Mr. County, is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful? Oh, you have to speak to your attorney regarding that. Okay?
Your Honor, may I?
Yes.
Did you, I didn't hear anything about UAs.
Regular UAs, that's what I
Regular
said.
UAs?
Yes.
Okay, and what about field visits?
I don't think we need any field visits on this for now.
All righty,
All right.
thank you.
You're welcome. I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendants' Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it? All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? And because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. Do you understand? If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to your attorney, okay? All right, next we're going to proceed on there's no motion to revoke. Oh, okay, look at me. I was going to do that. I got 2 files. All right, so we can go off the record. Mr. County, here's the thing that people don't understand. And I haven't done any statistical research on it. My statistical professor will be upset with me for doing this, but this is just based on what I've seen. Usually people who are driving while intoxicated, they tend to cause accidents. And you know what? It never fails. The person who's driving drunk, they're never injured. It could be the worst accident where people say, I don't know how anybody would walk away from that. The drunk driver usually walks away from that. So some people, can't drink. And while you're on probation, you're not supposed to be drinking alcohol anyway. You understand?
Yes.
Now, anything can happen because your children could have been out driving because they're at the age where they're going to be getting their driver's license. And you could have been the drunk driver that hit them. And I know you don't want to be at the Bexar County Jail and you find out that, you injured somebody and it's one of your children. I know you don't want another drunk driver, maybe not you, some other drunk driver injuring your child in an accident. And I will tell you, San Antonio, we have an issue with people drinking and driving. Me personally, I don't drink. I don't think it tastes well, but that's just me. But other people, it would be so easy if people would, if you want to go to a restaurant and drink, don't even do that thing where I had 1 glass of wine. It's all great. Just make plans for somebody else. That's how I got a lot of free meals in college because I don't drink. They're like, let Stephanie be the designated driver. I'm like, well, what are you all serving me? And that's how I got free meals in college. So do better, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you. And I'm gonna try some of your food. If that potato salad's not right, we're gonna have a problem. All right, Hughes here on Carmel.
This courtroom moment centers on a serious felony DWI, third or more offense case, where the judge carefully walks the defendant, Mr. County, through every legal step before accepting his plea. The process begins with confirmation that all discovery evidence was properly reviewed and that the defendant understands the charges, rights, and consequences. He is explicitly informed that this is a third-degree felony, carrying a punishment range of 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine, and that by accepting a plea deal, he is waiving key constitutional rights, including a jury trial and the right to confront witnesses. The defendant confirms his understanding and voluntarily agrees to proceed. The plea bargain is then outlined: 6 years in prison suspended for probation, along with a fine and multiple conditions. Before sentencing, the judge shifts tone, briefly engaging the defendant in a surprisingly personal and almost conversational exchange about his food truck business, discussing menu details like wings, macaroni, and potato salad, humanizing the moment while subtly assessing his stability and future plans. However, the seriousness quickly returns as the judge delivers sentencing: 6 years probation, GPS monitoring instead of jail time due to COVID considerations, community service, license suspension, ignition interlock device, and mandatory treatment programs. Additional conditions include parenting classes, proof of employment, and restrictions such as no working with minors or in-home health care, signaling concern for public safety. The judge also strongly emphasizes accountability, warning about the deadly risks of drunk driving, noting that intoxicated drivers often survive crashes while innocent victims suffer. The message is clear: this is a final opportunity for the defendant to change course, take responsibility, and avoid a far more severe outcome in the future.